systems thinking. Okay, so it's kind of hard to do systems thinking over Zoom, so I'm going to use this whiteboard with some components of the food system to really give us an idea of how to think about systems thinking. Now, what I have here isn't everything in the food system. I've just picked out, maybe 15 separate entities of maybe the 1,000 that impact the food system. So what I'm going to do today is just give you an idea about how we want to think about systems, right? Remember, we're talking about systems thinking. So one way to think about systems thinking is that we think about the whole rather than maybe just one part of it, okay? You think about the whole and how each part interacts with one another. So as you can see up here, I have several different parts of the food system, anywhere from labor and tariffs to war and conflict, COVID-19, education that people might have access to, seeds that people might have access to and use. So again, this isn't the end all be all, this is just for our example. So the idea of the system, and systems want to stay in homeostasis, right? They want to stay in balance because systems work the way they're designed, right? Very few systems are broken. Now, we might not like the outcome, but the system is working as it's designed. And in my example here, what I've done is I've put these items up here and I've spaced them fairly evenly apart, all right? So there's not one of these that's, if we talk about transportation and moving our foods, there's not one that's way out. They're all sort of equidistance apart, and what we call that is the system is in harmony, or the system is in balance. And one way you can think about it is a mobile, maybe over a baby's bed, and how there are different strings and bars and weights, but that mobile is in balance, all right? And that's what systems are. So here's what happens in the system. It's trying to stay in homeostasis. Transportation is trying to stay in the same distance from weather all the time. That's homeostasis. Labor and processing are trying to maintain this homeostasis, right? That's when it works best. Now, what happened a year ago, right, when COVID-19 came along, is that COVID-19 just blew up our food system, right? So what happened in COVID-19 is, let's say COVID-19 went over there, right? Because